hell? Mic check. That's bull crap. That happened. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Shout out to my people definitely in the building over here. Where's the. I know you're not telling me there's no audio. Come on, people. What the fuck? What you mean you can't hear? Mic check is registering. I appreciate you guys letting me know what's going on. But listen, I gotta be honest. We started not to have a show today. We got crazy work done today. And I am so grateful to the Lord our God Jehovah. Like, yeah, we got work done today. Things that I've been telling you guys was coming. Like, a crazy level of work had to get. Basically, something had to get fixed. Crazy. Something that took the course of 3 weeks to get broken. But listen, we do have a crazy show today because your brother has the cure to all of this chronic dating thing. Do you know where our problems are coming from? I don't like this show to seem like it's about women, but that's where the chaos in the streets is coming from. Nobody's under supervision. Nobody's locked down. We know that it's not the women out there who are married who are out there, the ones who are getting pregnant and having the broken children who later go out in society and want to walk up behind me or you while we're getting in our car with his stick, right? His stick. Yeah. And see, this is what we're talking about. Shout out to my brother Ether in this situation. That's real talk. It's a huge problem. I almost want to say it's the problem. Listen, we know from people coming up here, women must have supervision. That's not to say a bad thing. If you don't believe that women must have supervision, look what they did when they got more freedom. They turned their backs on their own men. Start talking down to their own men like we don't need men anymore. This is what I'm telling you. That freedom is a mother effer because it allows a person's heart's desires to flourish in a physical way, right? Whatever's going on the inside of somebody, if you tap them with a little bit of freedom also, it's going to go down. You're going to get to see the inner workings of that person's mind, what they would desire to do, what they would do if they could. The reason that we hear women often say, I need a man who confident. I need a man who assertive. Some of them even go so far as to say, I need a man to put me in my place. You know what I mean? They know, listen, the truth of the matter is a lot of women are like kids. Look at their behavior. I was thinking, I had trouble identifying this behavior. I knew that this behavior was something that I recognized, right? But I just couldn't put my finger on it. And then one day it hit me. This behavior that we're seeing in most women, it resembles that of children. I want the ball. That type of stuff. As it pertains to take me, I don't want to go to the Cheesecake Factory. Take me somewhere that just children. I'm telling you, children. Look at all of these arguments. Look at the things that they're arguing about. Look at the things they strive for. The things that they strive for is similar to babies whining. And their behavior, just the things that they're out there doing, it's similar to that of a child. You'll hear even women say how they need a man to put them in their place, how they're attracted to masculine men. Why? Because they know who they are. Look at what they're doing when given so much freedom. You are not supposed to be unsupervised. Think about this. Just think about this. If God said that woman, just let me say it. I don't mean any offense, but let me say it the way, right? It'll make sense. If God says women were supposed to be our personal assistants as well as our lovers, what do you think happens if you take someone who's a personal assistant and you let them off the chain? They would just be experimenting throughout the world. Whatever gave allowance to them, they'd be doing it. Well, I was supposed to be up under the authority, but dang, was that a strip club? Was that a bar? Was that a handsome man? What's that, DRUGS's? What's that, men paying attention to me when I'm half naked? An unsupervised kid. If you don't believe me, look at what we're seeing them do. Look at the conversation. It's like we're really dealing with kids. Look at how we have to stay on their case. I'm telling you. Oftentimes when you guys know how I feel about my chapstick. Hey, we'll end this show about some. Well, this is my backup shot. I guess that'll have to do. I knew that I resembled the behavior. I mean, that behavior reminded me of something. It's the behavior of children. Literally, look how we have to stay on their cases like kids. We're up here night and day trying to convince them to not do things that they shouldn't be doing. Even with their own bodies. We can't keep them out of Planned Parenthood. It's like a whole bunch of mischievous kids just running to and fro doing things. And what they need is structure and guidance. Women need to be women need to be supervised. They need to be supervised or they'll get into all manners of chaos. I don't think we have to debate that. Like, I mean, right now we can just list the things that they're into that's really like the equivalent of tearing ish up. So I have a suggestion. Turbulence, people. Go back to your exes. How about that? How about that? Go back to your exes. Go back to your exes and stay off of here. Because that's what it appears has been your primary residence. It appears that this has been your primary residence. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, some of you have taken up permanent residence on the dating highway and gotten into all manner of trouble. And listen, you stay in the trouble. You guys are doing things that alter the course of life. You're not doing small things. You're doing things that ruin the later years of people's lives. You guys are having sex with multiple different men in a week. You guys are having unprotected sex with just guys you think are cute. You guys are having children that even you know, this guy who's plunging my guts open right now, I can't even picture him being a responsible man. He's cute and he's fun. I couldn't picture him writing out a money order or paying his own bills. JJ. But JJ gets the nut in you. So if you think that way about JJ, then what type of offspring do you think he's going to produce once he nuts inside of you, Goofy? You need to go back to your exes. You need to go back to your exes. Shout out to my bro AJ, definitely in the building, rocking with us. You already know. Moderator definitely in the building. Where is he at? He ain't in here yet. Shout out to my brother Larry Love, definitely in this situation. They need guidance. That's a fact. Look what they look what their behavior looks like to us. When they come up here, it's like we're talking to kids. Seriously. Give me a second, people. We need a little bit more light. Just a little bit. Just a tad bit more light. Does that do it? Okay, that should be a little bit better. That should be a little bit better. Listen, we can look throughout society and see what the problem is. We can look throughout society and see what the problem is. We have a bunch of children who have been given one of the most powerful elements in the world of a JJ. Imagine giving these children of a JJ to have control over men, boys, teens. Could you imagine what a kid would do with a JJ? Could you imagine what we would do with the power of a JJ? Now, me, I can't see myself being irresponsible because society's not going to make fun of me. Society's not going to look at me like I'm one of them, one of the ones, the single mothers. That's how I would view it if I was a woman. I'd view it like, no, I'm not going to be one of them. I'd really view it like that. I wouldn't have to go to the clinic either. Because for one, no man who you can't say you respect or admire or is in a relationship with you should get to nut in you. Something as sacred as nutting in you? Listen, Lunar J said it. Might as well be correcting a child for back talk. That's what it seems like. The things that we are up here night and day discussing, there's no way we should have to be discussing this. Then name calling. Then they'll do name calling. And this lets you know, listen, tonight's show actually gives you a pretty good handle on what we need to do. Right? Gives you a pretty good handle on that. Because what we do know is we already have the recipe, the blueprint, the foundation for dealing with kids. Who was that yesterday who came up? There was somebody who came up yesterday and they said, hold on. That was Jaleesa. That was Jaleesa, I think that was Jaleesa. Or the something. Thriving something. Yeah, I think it was thriving. Yep, I think it was thriving. Because I think she's from Africa, and she said there's ways that you guys could get these women under control. And she went on to say, like in Africa, you know, once you pay your dowry and things like that, if your woman starts getting out of hand, you can backhand her. Listen, we didn't even have trouble out of these women when it was, you know, more traditional like that. People need to be disciplined. Even men need to be disciplined or we'll go too far. Discipline is to keep people from going too far. That's what discipline is for. I am all for being able to put your hands on your woman. As long as she signs a contract. Basically, if she knows that you're not the type of person who would abuse her, but she knows she's a little, you know, fiery at times, I believe she should sign a contract before you marry her that says, I believe in domestic discipline. I don't give a damn. I said it. I believe in domestic discipline, where you can get your woman back in order. As long as there is no fear of consequences, pretty much any human being will go just as far as they can go. They will. And I believe myself personally, I believe that that's what we're seeing today. But like I told him the other day, the American government has stepped in to prevent us from making these women all that they could be in a good way, right? In a good way. The American government has stepped in. Somebody might want to say, why would men give women so much power so that women could rival men? Because they're smarter than what you think. America is using American women to bolster up the economy. Studies show that single women spend more money than anybody. Single women spend more money than that. So they're promoting single women and things like that because these women are going out and spending tons of money to hide their loneliness, to put a blanket over their loneliness. And then the reason they won't fully commit to a relationship, aside the fact that some of them can't get one to the caliber of man that they would like to be with, is because they're out there consuming so much cock to where they don't want to lose access to just being able to call three handsome men, 3 men that I am attracted to come bust them down at any given time. If they get into a relationship, they have to tell these individuals, I can't do what we used to do anymore. And even if she's the type that sneaks and things like that, well, it'll be more difficult for her to sneak, especially if she locks down with the caliber of man who's not going to tolerate it, the caliber of man who will snatch her up. I truly and wholeheartedly believe in domestic discipline. I truly do believe in domestic discipline. We perform at our best when we know that there's consequences. We can walk a tightrope when we know that there's consequences. But, God damn, they saying there's buzz in the sound. Come on now, ain't no way. Damn. People, we've been doing this the whole time? That's crazy. We might as well stop the show. There is no way. Man, there is no way. Has there been a buzz in that line the whole time? Somebody on YouTube said it, and it was definitely a crazy buzz in there. Canes, was it there the whole time? Oh, okay, cool. Hopefully, okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and but listen, my most rambunctious warrior over here said I'm gonna sit this one out. Brother's tight walking a tightrope talking about that domestic discipline. uh he said, bro, don't talk about that with me around. I'm on probation. uh okay, cool. I appreciate it. But listen, go back to your exes, ladies. Why not go back to your exes? They've already dealt with you. They've already dealt with you. The parts of you that would irritate a man, the parts of you that are unsavory to a man, things like that. Well, there's somebody who's already experienced it. Why not go back to them? Because you're not going to do the work. You're not going to do the work that would make it so that anybody else you come into contact with, they're not going to have to experience the things about you that they don't like. You're going to still have those things until you do the work. But why not go back to your exes? Why not go back to men who you have let nut raw in you? Has any of you ever thought about that? Ever since you and him broke up, you have been single, getting piped down. Hey, Orange, you know I already sent her a request. Some people prefer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, she's just a talker. So, okay. I can ignore her. When I request to bring people up who are talking tough down there in the comments and they don't come, I know that they have coward hidden behind their heart and they don't. Yeah, okay. But listen, ladies, what's wrong with going back to your exes? I'm talking about you guys should be reaching out to your exes because it doesn't appear to be working for you on the dating highway. How could it be bad attempting to go and start a relationship with the men who got you pregnant? You're telling me none of the guys who got you pregnant are worth a damn? None of them? Because it's better than you just being out here lingering along the dating highway, becoming a detriment to society. I think that a lot of you don't understand what a detriment to society is. I think a lot of you aren't even aware that you are a detriment to society, right? When we say that, we're talking about, listen, if you have a child today, the child is going to grow up. That child is one day going to be 16 years old. And that's old enough to do damage. And typically, kids who are raised in a single parent household with their mom go out in society and they do damage. They release their hurt, they release their pain on society. They get in the back of somebody's Uber, and on that day, they decided to let their hurt and let their pain out. They walk up on somebody who's got their key in their car door about to get in, and they release their hurt, they release their pain. Your kids are the ones doing this. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. So why not go back to someone who you already have experience with? You can let a man nut in you, but you won't go back and try to be in a relationship with them. What are you guys out there doing? What is the thought process while you guys are out there in society? People can nut in you, can come in your body. Their entire genetic makeup, everything that they are, they can dump it inside of your raw vagina. But they ain't good enough to be in a relationship with? Where does that make sense? Which would basically suggest to us, you guys are just out there having sex with anybody. You guys are out there having sex with people you wouldn't be in a relationship with. Why would you do such a thing? That's not crazy to you? Oh my gosh. It's not crazy to you that you're not interested in a relationship right now, but men can come inside of you? I want you guys to look at come like a dot on a map. And I'm talking about a countrywide map, not a state map, countrywide. And just imagine that dot. Last week it was here. Last week it was there. Month before then it was way over there in Utah. Something that is moving around to that capacity, collecting things as it goes, collecting experiences and things, gets to land right inside of your vagina when it makes its next pit stop. All of the irritation it has on it, all of the kleptomaniac behavior that he has on him, the last altercation with the last girl that he still has inside of him, the mental health issues that run in his family, the health issues, period, that run in his family, the mentalities that are contained in his family tree. He gets to come in you. Oh my gosh. Everything that he is, everywhere that he has been gets to explode on and mesh with the inside of your anatomy, of your biology, of all that you are. Yeah, but I don't like the way rubbers feel. Okay. And that's very unfortunate because we wish we could say, okay, you'll pay the piper. But it's not okay, you'll pay the piper. It's okay, we'll pay the piper. I wish so bad that these detriments did not affect our lives, those of us who aren't doing it. But they are. They are. They have the pleasure of being able to nut once or twice by a mandingo. They have the pleasure to go raw. And the act of them being irresponsible affects us. No sooner than that bastard boy turns 16 years old and is old enough to carry a pipe. I think what those children do, the parents should be put in jail for. I think that. Because it's very unfortunate that you get the benefit from that good piping, pulling you from the back of your hair, right? Other hand got you by the throat while he pulling the back of your head, pulling you into it, dog walking you, giving you maximum amounts of pleasure. You're loving it. So something you're benefiting from, something you're loving, we have to pay for 14 or 16 years later. You're the one got the benefit out of it. How come the penalties for being irresponsible don't rest solely on your shoulders? That's what I wish, to be honest. That's what I wish. There is no way a person should be able to go out and be irresponsible and we have to pay for it, which that's how it's turning out. That's how it's turning out. We all know that. Those little bastard kids, soon as they're old enough to integrate into society, that's exactly what they do. And they unleash all of their frustration of not knowing where their dad is or does he love them. They release all of their frustrations of growing up in an urban environment, not having the bare necessities that other people they go to school with have. They release all of that hurt and that pain on society the moment that they're old enough to ride a bike downtown. The moment that they're old enough to go to some of these lounges where people who have worked hard patron, until one of them accidentally brushes up against his shoe and he needs to show everybody what he'll do with that pole. I agree, Ether. My bro Ether said, it's their biological need to be actually submissive during coitus and fornication only, operating in a succubus spiritual state of being. 1,000%. 1,000%. See, that's when you have a woman, a woman who is not destroyed already. That's when you have, come on up. I don't want to, who made you this way, bro? The Lord our God, Jehovah. The Lord our God, Jehovah. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right? Blame her for the pregnancy. Who the hell else would we blame? Look, she said that and she was serious. She thought she was standing on something. She said, blame the woman for the pregnancy. Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. She was serious. Oh, my gosh. Listen, I'm telling you, I told you it's like we're talking to kids. I gotta listen. She said, blame her for the pregnancy. Yeah. But it goes to show you that their problem solving skills are very slow, right? Because she doesn't even know that that is the cure to this. The woman hold herself accountable. And she won't let just anybody climb between her legs. And if she doesn't let just anybody climb between her legs, there will be no pregnancy. Out of all of the men who like to have sex, it is up to you to guard yourself from that. Did you know that, Patricia? Listen, what my bro say? Her body, her choice. Are you guys kidding down there? It's crazy that they want these rules, but they only want the rules when the rules benefit them. That's crazy when the rules are in their favor. Hold on, Miss Patricia. Do you believe in my body, my choice? This is nefarious work over here. Come on up, Miss Patricia. Let us know what your side is. I don't even desire to blame the woman because I believe if I could blame the men, we could get the men under control. Men are logical beings. But what men aren't going to do is stop having sex because men are predators. Men are predators. We seek to dominate. It's simply in our nature. There's no conversation that nobody needs to have about telling men to stop having sex. You can hang that up. You can hang that up. Noel said, "Who made you this way, bro?" Come on up, Noel. Come on up. It is. She is to blame. I don't even know if Miss Patricia meant it that way, but she is to blame. She could stop this. Go back to your exes. You need to be under the leadership of a man. You're not supposed to be able to do whatever your heart's desire is. Whatever inclination pops up in your head, you're not supposed to be able to go do it. And look, then they gave them money. Oh my gosh. The ability to actually activate their thoughts. That's what the money does. The money funds the activation of their thoughts. A woman can take the thoughts that comes up in a child's mind and put money behind it and turn it into something real. They can literally go over to Saudi Arabia and get pooped on. And they do it. And they do it. Jay Don in this situation. Listen, I want to know why you ladies won't go back to your exes. Don't you know that your lives would be better? Only reason a lot of you are a bad person is because, for one, your nature is rotten. But for two, there's nobody regulating and governing your nature, moderating your nature when that thing starts to rise. You need to be who the hell you think you're talking to though? You need that. You're bad people because your nature has no governing. You're not capable of doing it. So you need somebody else externally to do it. Somebody else to tell you you're not going to be hanging out at these clubs till 3 a.m. Somebody else to already have a pre-instilled fear in you to not get busted down by 2-3 different men a week. Now, of course, we know that we can't change that. If it's in her, it's in her. And that nature of hers, it's a mother effer, right? But what it can be is governed, monitored, supervised, regulated. This is why you guys need a man. And the only options that a lot of you appear to have is going back to your exes, going back to the men who you allowed to get you pregnant. What's so terrible about reaching out to the man you let come inside of your body on multiple different occasions? The man whose nut you've swallowed on multiple different occasions. I said that. I said that. Turbulence, people. Turbulence. You've done all of this with, and some of you, he's went in the other hole. You've done all this degree of sacredness with this man, but he's not good enough to be in a relationship with? Crazy. Crazy. Listen, why do everybody always say I thought this was Paul Pierce? It's been going on for 3-4 years. Go back to the men you allowed to come in you. No, the next time you speak and you won't come up, I'll just block you. I don't like that cowardice behavior. I'm too old to be speaking and acting like that. You're too old to be acting like a child down there talking behind a screen. It's crazy. Just like a damn child. Shout out to my bro AJ. he said they have kids with men who don't have proper ID. Listen, you guys are getting nutted in by men whose driver license is suspended. Fam, let me borrow your ID to get in this club. You guys are doing that? I'm gonna give Noah one more chance to come up here. You heard me, Will Smith. I mean, Will Fit. But listen, you know what I find ironic? Look at how these people are talking about their exes. Look at the disdain they have for the people who they let nut in them, the people whose load that they've swallowed deep down in their tummy, the people whose butt you guys have licked. You know you have. You've been teabagged and everything. Oops. Turbulence, people. Is that better? How can you do all of this with someone, but they're not good enough to attempt to be in a relationship with? You guys don't think that that's crazy? You'll give them the most sacred aspects of yourself. How can he be too bad to be in a relationship with, but not too bad to give all your hoes to swallow his load, to kiss his butthole, literally? You'll do all of that for him or to him, but you don't believe he's good enough to be in a relationship with. Are you people out of your minds? Or unless you tell us that you like to be SLUTTING'd or ED'd. Sorry, SLUTTED'd. don't have to see a request button. I got it, baby. Come and talk to me. Are you blessed?
Good evening. Can you guys hear me? I'm a little under the weather, but can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you. Are you blessed?
I am. Good evening, chat. Good evening, host.
Tell me how your night is going.
Blessed.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Tell me what I have wrong. Tell me where I'm way off base.
I don't think you way off base. I just don't think it applies to everyone. I mean, I am a single parent or mother. I'm raising a brilliant 16-year-old. He goes to one of the highest high schools in the state of Ohio. He's a sophomore and he's already looking at probably 10 to 15 scholarships, academic scholarships. However, his father is very active in his life. We were married for 13 years, very active in his life. We grew apart, we moved
Hold on, hold
on.
on, hold on. What you mean you grew apart?
I just feel like sometimes when you start young, I'm not that young, but when you
That's
start
what I was
young
about to
and
say. If you guys were together for 13 years, 13
I'm for,
years.
I'm 47,
Yeah, okay.
so I'm not that young. We had our child at 30, I think I was
I
30.
think
Yeah,
around
30,
34.
31, 30. No, I was 30. My son is 16, and his father is a couple years under me, a couple years younger than me. And I just feel like as we got older, our paths changed. We started seeing things differently.
Okay, I
His
don't have an issue with you guys having a kid because it sounds like you guys tried to do it the right way. That's all we ever asked. These people aren't even trying to do it the right way. But
I
as you,
totally agree.
yeah, they're not even attempting. Like, that's all we ask. Like,
Totally agree.
these fathers that these guys got, they don't even know his last name.
Host, I tell my son that every day because me and his dad, we have a great relationship. However, when we bicker, it's because he wants the son, and that's his only child as well. That's my only child. That's his only child. We have no other children. And at this age, it won't be no more children for me. I'm done. That's it. I'm trying to get my groove back.
Oh
But I'm
yeah,
not trying to let them all nut in me and go do all the stuff
right,
you just
right.
said. I ain't on that. So, but I do agree to a point, but I just feel like still it's not it doesn't apply to everyone. And
Okay,
I even
but
said that in the
listen,
comments.
listen. You appear to be a sweet woman, but I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something. When we say that women need supervision, like almost kid like, listen, even you as sweet as you are, we don't even think we have to tell people that we don't mean 100% of the time. That to me, it's not just you women come up here and they say that, and we're mind blown. We're mind blown that you guys don't automatically know that. Just like when adults are having a conversation, I don't have to say, I mean, but not all black niggas gang bang. We don't even have to say that. It's just a universal truth. That's why,
Absolutely.
yeah, listen, that's why we believe that most of the probably 90% of women, 98% of women need a man to have leadership over them, because you guys may be strong in education, you guys may be strong in the workforce and things like that, but there's little areas that when you guys go left, you go left, right? And even just something as small as, well, but that doesn't apply for all. Like, how don't you know that? Like, we know all white people aren't racist. We know all black people don't gangbang. So when we are talking to each other, we don't even feel we have to put that in there. You see what I'm saying? But there's things other than that that other women have come up here and we're like, these women are in. Okay, so your name is blessed. Do you love the Lord our God?
Absolutely. I sing in the choir. I'm hoarse right now, but if I could bust y'all a note, I would.
Okay.
But I can't. But I totally agree with that. And to go
Hold,
back
hold
to
on,
what you
hold on. Let me
said,
say something. There's a reason why I asked you, did you believe in the Lord our God? Um, Let me ask you this. And I don't care if it stings to say it. I don't care if it's uncomfortable. I want me and you to right now be able to have a conversation just between two grown-ups, and you tell me what you believe the truth is, and I'll tell you what I believe the honest to God truth is, okay?
yes, sir.
Why was women, why was a woman created?
In my opinion, or biblical, either way, it was to be a helpmate to the man.
Okay.
I,
Okay.
for one,
Hold on. Give me a
do
second.
desire a man. I believe women we need our men.
Okay.
We
Give me a
need
second.
that.
Give me a
We
second.
need that.
Hold on. Give me a second. Now, I'm in complete agreement with you. I want me and you to paint a picture. I want me and you to paint a picture of what that looks like. Let's go back to Adam and Eve. And I want me
Okay.
and you to have this vision in our heads right now. Help me. Helpmate. What would that look like? Okay, I'm down here by all of these trees and things, and my father says, I got something for you. I have someone, a helpmate for you. And she is to be a helpmate for you. Now, once he slid Eve on over there next to me, if he told us she's a helpmate, I want you to describe to me some of the things that you could picture her doing in the Garden of Eden, if she is his helpmate.
If she's his helpmate, and I mean, I'm not holier than thou, so I can't recite the Bible. I'm not gonna get up here and lie. The Lord know my heart. But if she's a helpmate to him, for that man, she's not gonna distract him. If he's picking trees, let's pick trees. I'm
Right,
gonna go get.
right,
I'm going to the left, and I'm gonna get the trees while you over at the right.
right.
If you lighting a fire, I'm getting sticks while you trying to keep the
Yes.
fire lit. Whatever we need to do, but I'm not going to distract you with my ass hanging out. I'm sorry, with my butt hanging
Hmm.
out or with my cleavage showing. But at that time, we were naked, so
Okay, so here's
I
why I
could see the
brought that up.
distraction.
Here's why I brought that up. Everything you said, I agree with. She is supposed to be a helpmate, help him
Hmm.
do all of the things that the Lord our God has orchestrated for the man to do, because men have an assignment too.
That's right.
Okay, look today. Does it look like that's what she's doing today?
It's a disaster. You know what, Stacy? I tell my friends all the time, and I hope the women don't bash me, but I blame the women for how our men are out here. Because if we had more standards, if we had more class, if we had more finesse, uh, godly
I
intentions,
agree.
we would have
The kids would
our
turn out
men would
better.
the men couldn't get away with the stuff they're getting away with right now.
Listen, listen.
As far as the nutting
Men,
in us, and
the
they
truth.
couldn't get
Listen,
away
hold on.
with
The
that.
truth of the matter is this: men. I mean, men are the leaders, but men have always followed women.
Hmm.
If women say we are no longer sleeping with ninjas who walk around with their pants hanging down,
That's right.
they gonna pull those pants up
That's right.
nationwide.
That's right. That's right. Say that. Yes, I agree wholeheartedly.
Listen. If women say, let's don't even get unrealistic because everybody wants to have sex sometimes. So let's get realistic. Let's just say, let's don't go so far as say women were to say, I'm not giving nobody none until I get married. Let's don't go that far. Let's just
Hmm.
say that women decreed that you have to be in a situation with me. You must be in a situation with me. This ain't no casual sex. Because
Hmm.
if a person has to be in a situation with you, this is when you select better. You have to select
Hmm.
somewhat decent in order to be able to just sit around somebody and even watch a couple of movies a couple of times out of the week. Your selection process is going to be better with someone you're in a situation with. Where your
Hmm.
selection process kind of doesn't matter is when you need some. When
Uh
you
huh.
need some, this hooligan over here with his pants pulled all the way down will do. He will do,
Hmm.
right? And
Hmm.
this is the ninja you let get you pregnant.
I salute. I agree with that
This is where our
wholeheartedly.
trouble is coming from. And once the
Hmm.
children are born, once they listen, I'm telling you something. That fatherlessness stuff, that stuff hurts.
Yes,
That stuff
I
will
know.
turn a young boy into an assassin.
That's right. I mean, and I'm witnessing it through my nephew. My nephew, he's in Chicago. I live in Ohio. And at the age of 13, I mean, he's never known his father. And my sister, my little
Crazy.
sister, she done her best, but she was younger and she was in the street, so she wasn't parenting as she should,
Right,
no
right.
father around. I tried to take my nephew in. I brought him to Ohio. I tried to turn his life around, but because I gave him that structure and that routine,
Yep.
my sister couldn't handle that because he was a crybaby, crying, I want to come home. And she brought him back home, and now he locked up
I
and
knew
he's
you was gonna
70
say that.
something.
I knew you was gonna say
I mean,
that.
he's 18, he's 19 and he's locked up.
We
And
got to
she
have
still to this
structure.
day, she tells me like I wish I would have never brought him back here to Chicago because you had him out there and you had him under control. And unfortunately, look at what happened,
Give me a
you know.
second. Give me a
But
second. Hold on. Shout out to Lord Commander in this situation with the $5 super chat. Lord Commander said, it's like smoking. It looks cool and fun in your teens and your 20s, but not so fun when you get lung cancer or you have to talk through that machine. My man. Shout out to Larry. Love Lace in the building. My bro said they shouldn't have given them 40% of the right. I agree. Listen, I think, see, I want to see if you're going to agree with this, Miss Bless. I want to see if you're going to agree with this. There's a massive boulder of ego between men and women, a massive boulder of ego. Now, here's what I mean when I say this. All of the things that would make society better, women do not like that stuff. Like, I believe, when I say I believe that women shouldn't have been given more than 40 or 50% rights, the other things are only the things that are lingering that women use to get in trouble. I don't believe women should have been allowed to vote. They are targeting black women by any means necessary to pull puppet strings at their emotional side. They get Megan Thee Stallion. Like, to me, black women everywhere should have viewed that as disrespect. So you're associating us with a woman who sings wet ass Pussy? That's what you think of us. Even those of us who go to church every Sunday, even those of us who are in the choir, that's who you liken me to. That's who I resemble to you. Cardi B, that's who you think of when you think about me and getting my vote. How come it couldn't have been Yolanda Adams you thought about when you wanted my vote?
That's right. That's right.
How come it couldn't have been Mary J. Blige?
That's right.
You had to get some people who, in your opinion, embody us. Nasty, ratchet Jezebels. You guys can be played with. You can be, men can't really be played with to an extent. I'll give you an example. Can me and you agree that all women know that a kid coming into your life is going to be a complication to your life? And I don't even care if it's a billionaire, a millionaire. Kids coming into this world will complicate life more than it is. Do you disagree?
Absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly.
Okay. So if you already had that done 2 or 3 times by 2 or 3 different men, you let two losers get you pregnant, right? And then you saw how, man, I don't even get to go on the girls' trips with the girls anymore. We can't hang out at the club because I always got the babies. I'm burping the baby at 3 a.m. I got to be at work at 6 a.m. I got to go get all of the clothes to the laundromat by myself. Then I got to make sure I come pick them up, then come clean up the house, then cook, then help with the homework. Then I got to go over here to the PTA meeting. We know that as a level 5 category, life inconvenience. So how the hell can a man be on top of you stroking you and say, just let me let it go in you, babe? Yes, daddy. Why wouldn't pictures of you burping that baby at 3 a.m. start flashing in your mind? Why wouldn't those PTA meetings that you struggle to meet to be flashing up in your mind? You'd be like, Nick, if you don't get up off of me now, it's because we can play with your emotions, and the American government found out about it. Listen, the American government has more studies on this than I do. Women can be manipulated at the highest levels. But guess when it's okay? It's okay when you're Asian. The manipulation is okay when you're Latino or when you're white. You know why? Because they vote as one house. African American community is the only community where it's so beneficial to get their vote because they vote separately. If they can get the men to vote for somebody, if they can get the men to vote for, we're separated. So we count as 2 votes. And they can persuade our women to vote for just about anybody. There's a woman up here yesterday who told us that she voted Kamala Harris for Kamala Harris. I asked her what Kamala Harris' fundamental beliefs are and things like that. And she said, well, she looked like me. You think that that's a good enough reason to put somebody in the office? You need to know what their beliefs are. Because we've had black people do us dirty. There's a reason that there's a saying Uncle Tom and things like that. So we can't just throw people in there because they're black. We can't do that. But it's in her. It's in her nature. And if a woman, listen, a woman needs a man to be leadership over them, because when the government gets to tugging at her emotional strings, trying to get her to come on over here to do this, to do that, to do this, to join the feminism movement, to join the independent women's movement, right? To join the LGB movement, to do all of those things, she'll have, even when her emotions are jumping a little bit and some of those things look interesting. Hey, I saw you reading this magazine the other day. I think it was one of those LGB. Like, what was up with that? It just looked interesting. Yeah, but I understand that, babe. But we're not gonna be reading that in this house.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Problem solved.
Mm-hmm.
Leadership enacted and activated.
Mm-hmm.
But what about when he's not there?
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
That's what it will be. And it's what you see all out here. You see a bunch of kids running around. It's like kids being looking around at mama, daddy, all they friends when they come over and play spades and things like that. I see them. They be drinking. They be smoking cigarettes. I see that often. It's like giving a kid the ability to do all of the things that he or she has always saw adults do, and he's always wanted to do those things. You give a kid that type of ability, and he's going to do the things that he's always wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We have these women out here bringing, and I'm not judging anybody, but I'm saying when these women are getting free, they're letting men run trains on them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's awful out here, and I believe I'm not blaming the women. I'm not bashing the women, but I feel like the women play a vital role in this. Like I just feel like the women play. If we weren't allowing as much as we allow, and some allow a lot, I just don't feel like we would have this caliber of men. Everybody's hollering the dating pool got pee in it. It's got pee in it. Well, is it? I mean, did we pee? I mean,
Exactly.
is it
Good question.
is it
Good
our pee?
question. Well, here's the
You know,
thing.
like
You yourself, I know you have girlfriends and things like that. You guys are all the same age. See, nobody thinks about this thing that's happening. My mom, my aunties, and their friends and their cousins. Imagine them all having babies at the same time. And then there's a group of women their age on the other side of town who just had babies too. You guys are creating the broken boys that you guys will be sleeping with.
mm-hmm,
If my mom creates a broken boy, there's going to be somebody my sister's age who has to date his broken tail.
mm-hmm.
And then the people in my sister's generation are going to say, the dating pool has pee in it. No, my mom had sex with a man, got pregnant, and left me without a father. So I'm messed up. But I got a date just like everybody else now. And that's why I'm going to whip your daughter's ass. Soon as she speaks a certain way to me, I'm going to whip her ass. Because I'm broke. I'm hurt. I keep on hearing her talking about her damn daddy. Hey, you saying that? Is you saying that to make fun of me? I'm all kinds of messed up. This woman ain't even making fun of me. Just my insecurities. What happened to me? Now I'm about to put my hands on her. That's where these broken men are coming from. These broken men are coming from the women's sex partner selection. You keep bringing these children into the world without having a father. How can you expect us to develop into men if you've never given us a tutor? You think we just come out of the vagina knowing how to be a man? As complex as the role of man is, you think we just crawl out of the vagina and figure something that complex out? No, we really, really need a tutor. We really. So listen, boy, I know you got into that fight at school the other day. I'm not going to fault you for that, but what they tell me, you was in the right. But I just want to tell you this, as you get older, I just want to make sure I tell you, when you get older, when you get grown, be careful calling grown men bitchs. I want to make sure that you know not to be messing with married women. We need those talks.
That's right.
We need the information, or else we will come out of our mama's vagina doing this.
Yep.
Trial and error. Do you know how deadly trial and error can be? Some things that you experience and touch to see if it's hot result in this.
Yep.
Now I didn't get a second chance.
Yep. Absolutely. Lost Boys is not just a movie.
For
That's real
real.
life.
For
Real
real.
life.
You know what? I think that's an amazing title to describe these kids. Lost Boys.
Mhm.
That's exactly what they
Instead
are.
of YNs, it's Lost Boys.
I agree 1,000,000%.
Yes.
Where's my
Absolutely.
phone?
But I'm not going to stay long, Mr. Prince.
I
Thank
appreciate you for
having me
coming
come
up and rocking with me and being pleasant.
Thank you. You guys have a great evening.
All right. You take care. You take care. I agree. That's what they are. They're Lost Boys. That's exactly what they are. Shout out to my bro AJ over here holding us down. Stop giving it to men who never been on a plane. Seriously. Man don't even got an ID. Can't board the plane. Shout out to AJ over here setting this thing off single-handedly. As men, I think we need to publicly cancel Pookies. Okay, here's the issue with that. We need to do something with them. There's a part of me that wants to say, can we blame them for being what they were created as? Like, so I guess if we can't blame them for their mothers having them without a father, then we have to find a way to not cancel them immediately, but and schooling them and teaching them, that takes too long. There's almost nothing that you can do. Who was that? She said her nephew was 13 years old. That's already that dysfunction is ingrained in that boy's bone marrow. It's in there. It's in there. I agree. Listen, Miss Moan said it's so important for women to know their man's history. While it's not our responsibility to heal our man's soul, it is our responsibility to learn them as they learn us. I agree 1,000%. I agree 1,000%. Look, Will Fitz said we doomed. That's real. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree with Love. They said they shouldn't have been given rights like that. Okay, so Miss Mona, I wish Miss Mona could come over here. Miss Mona, I want to see you up over here. I want to, cause I think she has information. I think she had. She said, patience is part of true love. I believe patience replaces the word love. We've never been able to truly identify love, but I believe it is the embodiment of 2 to 3 elements combined on a consistent basis. It's patience, it's grace, and it's true care and concern. See, if we're being honest, and if what we just said is true, holds any merit to it, come on, man. If what we just said holds any weight, then that means you guys wouldn't be getting divorced. It grew apart? What? What? She said, OMG, I'm shy. Those are the best women. I'm telling you guys, a woman who is shy, she still has her soul intact. She still has her soul intact. Think about it. Look at who we're having these problems at. It's not the world's shy women. That's not who it is. I think though That characteristic right there is one that meets one of the elements of my definition as a feminine woman, right? This woman said, I'm shy. Like, she still has her soul intact, right? A lot of you guys don't know what it is to be shy. And did the fuck? Shy is the last thing a lot of you are. It means your soul is not intact anymore. That thing has been knocked loose. Your soul has been knocked loose. Followed by you getting knocked upside the head with the infamous belt buckle jingle. Listen, Miss Moan, listen. I'm going to drop a link. You'd have to come over here to YouTube, though. The Real Stacey Prince. I am going to drop a link and see if I can get her up here. For some reason, the people who are on Facebook, they can't click the link down in the thing and come up. I don't know why, but I get it. Come on and rock with us, Miss Moan. The heck is this? What just happened? Okay. Adam, you already know what it is. The truth shall set you free. Some of these people are getting knocked upside the head with the infamous belt buckle jingle. To those of you who are new to the show and you don't know what the infamous belt buckle jingle is, the infamous belt buckle jingle is a metric by which men assess the value of a woman. The infamous belt buckle jingle is that time, that moment, when a man is on top of you, giving you that last good deep stroke. The moment that man starts to tighten up, right, and shoots his jungle juice in your belly button, he doesn't roll over and give you a kiss. He doesn't roll over and put his arm behind your neck. He doesn't say, babe, where's the remote control so we can watch a movie? The moment that man shoots off in your belly button, the first thing that you hear, the infamous belt buckle jingle. That man reaching for his pants, signaling his exit, because he sees no other tangible value in you. He just came to jump off of you. That's it. That's what the infamous belt buckle jingle is. Shout out to my bro Biggs over here in this situation, hitting us off with the Cash App. My brother. What? We just got hit with a strike. Miss Leslie, follow the show. Follow the show. We go deeper than that, right? We go deeper than that. Come on up here and talk to me, Lisa. Is that Dolly Parton up there on your screen? Pookie only get away with what they can with misinformed women. No, you got women like Tracy Ellis Ross and people like this busting down these young guys. Let me see something here. I seen the Cash App, people. I seen it. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah, Biggs. Shout out to Biggs over here with the Cash App. Oh, Miss Moan, you would have to come to YouTube. All you have to do is go to YouTube and type The Real Stacey Prince, and it'll come up, and that way I could bring you up. Just if you feel like doing that, when you come over here, just let me know it's you, and I'll bring you right up. Type down in the chats, and I'll bring you right up. But listen, why won't you guys go back to the men who you let nut in you? Why won't you go back to the men? Listen, I just don't understand it. Some of you, who was that? Who was that? It was Anton Daniels was questioning a woman, and she said, "So, because are you saying that women with children don't deserve a man?" And he said, "No, and go back to your baby daddy." She said this. She said, "Never." So you got pregnant by and gave head to a man who you view who you have that much disgust for? Never. Like, that sound like, even in your eyes, you picked horribly. But you allowed that man to nut in you. I don't think there will be anything that can be done that will help men, logical men, understand women. I don't think there's nothing. We'll never be able to understand it. Shout out to Biggs, definitely in the building, always making sure that we got more members over here in this situation. Pisces definitely in the building over here. Biggs be putting that thing together. Listen, I want all of the ladies to know we're going to be releasing a dating course called The Soft Life. Amazing. I read this thing, and I'm being honest with you. I read this thing as I was proofreading it, and I said, this is it. This is it. We're going to start a soft launch. You know what I mean? We're going to promote it for about 3 weeks, and then we're going to let people pre-sale purchase. Amazing. Amazing. Seriously. Miss Moan probably doesn't have a YouTube. Yeah, they, for some reason, they won't let, you can't integrate with they chasing the bag these days and using a man's seed to get a payout. Yeah, and that's nuts. That's nuts. Do you guys understand that that won't work long term? It's not sustainable. Your kids, listen, your kids get older, and by the time your kids get old enough to get out of the house, you're too old to get the caliber of man that you wish you could get. You're too old now to nab the caliber of man that you're attracted to. So now you have to settle. But because you're looking around and you don't understand that you have to settle, which is not really settling, it's really getting what your equal match is. You just view it as settling because you keep on picturing yourself in you keep picturing yourself as the 20-year ago version of you, when you were that girl, when you were popping your SHI, right? When men were vying for your attention and things like that. You can't get that out of your head. You don't know how long ago it was. And you're still sporting that. You're still rocking that like you can get any type of man. No, you can't. Look at you. You know you can't. You can get a man to jump on top of you. Yeah. But can you get a man to say, I pledge to take care of you for the rest of your life? Can you do that? It's really like you guys really need to be under our leadership. Like, seriously, on a serious level. Seriously. It's like the things that we can see, we can't fathom how you can't see them. Let me let it go in you, babe. Yes, daddy. Yes, daddy. What the hell you mean, yes, daddy? It should be held to the no. Did you know that's how children get brought into this world? Yes, daddy. How is he daddy? You don't know this nigga's last name. Talking about some yes, daddy. Okay, I think that's Miss Moan. Miss Moan, if that's you, there's a link down below. I put a link right below you. All you have to do is click on that link. It'll bring you right up. Where'd my bro go? What'd he say? What'd he say? Yeah, look. They use their bastards as pawns, a form of spiritual sacrifice. I agree. Look what they do with these kids. Look what they do with them. You use them as chess pieces. You really don't even want him. But you know you can't give him to the dad because you'd miss out on Section 8. You'd miss out on EBT. You'd miss out on your Medicaid. So you tolerate with a child that you really don't want to be around just for the benefits that you can get from him being with you. But then what does that force? You having to be around someone you really kind of don't want to be around will force you to treat that person bad, even if only occasionally. If you have that child in your house for the wrong reasons, you can best believe that child is getting treated bad here and there for no reason, simply because you're sick of him being there. You'll look at him when he goes in the refrigerator. You sure can eat, can't you? That type of stuff. Didn't you just come out of there eating? Just looking at him with despise on your face. Give him to the dad. Or how about this? How about you go back to the dad? Get your ASS up off the streets making our lives complicated. Out there on the dating highway having more kids and more kids. Problems for us to deal with. I can't give it away. Give me you know what? I'm going to let a couple of people come up today. I just dropped a link. Miss Moan, there's a link down, a fresh link I just dropped down there. Yeah, that's fine. You can come on up like that. Just click the link. You don't have to be on the screen. What's the topic? Go back to your baby daddy. Go back to your ex. Why don't you understand that? Has the opposite been working for you? You have communication with your baby dad. You have communication with your ex. Do you have the logical sense and wherewithal? So Tony, I need to talk to you. Like, we have a child together, right? And we rocked. We had a good thing. You know, it didn't work, but we didn't hate each other. I'm looking for a life partner. I'm at a serious point in my life, and I want to know what you think about that. You see how simple that was? And he can't make you look stupid because what you just did was the adult thing to do. You just did the adult thing. You know what it sounds like for somebody to try to make fun of you? They can't, because you know what it really sounds like? Sounds like you're trying to get your life together. Sounds like you're now starting to pay attention to the things in life that are serious, the things in life that matter. That's all it sounds like. When a woman says, especially a woman who has other options, right? When she says, I'm just wondering, you know, what do you think about, you know, maybe us starting to not jump into something serious, but spend time together, get to know each other all over. You already have a kid. You've already ate that man's butt. Right? That man has had his tongue all up in every crack and crevice of your body. Who better to be in a relationship with someone who knows all of your secrets like that? Right? That man has caught you on the instances where your poontang stunk. He caught you on that bad couple days. This right here, when you've experienced these depths of intimacy with somebody, it creates a relationship. You guys have a bond. It's like knowing something about someone that no one else knows.
Oh no. No, there!
Miss Monica. Miss Monica.
It is the video.
Okay, 1 second. We're trying to figure this out. I'm not really presentable.
It's all good. It's all good.
for this time.
So listen, do you have are you in a relationship?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are.
Yes, sir.
How long have you been in that relationship?
It's been a year now.
Okay. What tell me be honest. Tell me what it's looking like to you. Does it look like that this is going to be something that could last throughout a lifetime, or is it too early to see, or tell me what you think?
No, I think that it is actually. And I'm sorry. I have a accent. I'm actually not from here.
It's
I'm
all
from
good. It's
Italy,
all
so
good.
this is all new. And it's very nice to meet you actually. I've been
Likewise.
looking at your show multiple times. Yes, I think that we're going into the right direction. But it's been a little bit of ups and downs, I gotta say. It's not always been smooth. And I would say that hopefully if I can give somebody advice on this is before you get into a relationship is make sure that you heal yourself from from your past
Right, right.
because you don't want the person that you're with to have to not pay but sort of like paying for somebody else mistreatment. So it's been ups and downs and both of us because we actually have a very similar story. um Married twice and divorced twice, of course. And
Ho 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 ho.
yes,
Who
so
filed divorce the first time?
yes, sir. Actually, for myself, as for both times, it was me.
Okay. So do you
Yeah,
believe you know there's a problem in that, right?
yeah. Oh, absolutely. I know now.
Okay.
Yes,
So
and because
so
I've been watching your shows.
okay. So my question is
Yes,
I
yes, sir.
want you to give me a very direct answer. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important
Hmm.
is the later years of your life? Like when you're 65 and health is starting to decline, life is getting a little bit tougher in America, goods are getting more expensive, having to carry things in the house by yourself, um, having to worry about the bump that you just heard downstairs without having a man. On a scale of 1 to
Hmm.
10, how important is it
11.
how you're okay? Okay, so you know about how old are you? Around 35?
Oh, thank you so much. Not even close.
I
I'm
can't see.
52.
Okay, so my question to you is this.
Yes.
You do know that you don't have any more room to play, right?
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Do you think that this man you're with is right now, is he the type that's a violent man?
You said it. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Is it what?
This man whom you're with right now, do you believe that he's the type who's a violent man?
Violent? No. Mm-mm.
Okay. Is he gainfully employed?
Yes.
If you called him right now and said you were on the side of the road with a flat tire, would he be able to either come assist you or pay someone else to come?
Yes, he would.
Okay. How much older is he than you?
4 months.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to say to you. You need to get
Okay.
very, very serious about life. You need to get very, very, very
Hmm.
serious. Really, it really should have only taken you 6 months to find out if you guys were going to be together for the long haul because you don't have this time to waste. I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
Let's say that you guys do this again for another 2 years, right? You guys just mosey it
Hmm.
along and you don't come to a definite about where this is going to go. You guys don't get married for another 2 years. And now, after that two
Hmm.
years, let's say that something happens and you guys break up. You, as a woman,
Hmm.
didn't have that 2 years of getting older to play with because now that he's left you or you
Right.
guys aren't together anymore, you're 2 years older than you were. And now your value on the dating market makes it tougher now for you to get a man because you've gotten
Absolutely.
older. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
Oh yeah.
you don't have
I get it
time to be
100%.
letting anybody wait. You don't have that
Mm-mm.
time because in 5 years,
Yeah.
how did you say you said 50? In 5 years, you'll be 58.
Oh yeah. No, I'm perfectly aware of that. Again, I've been telling you, I've been listening to your shows, and there's a lot that I took in, and I'm perfectly aware of that. As a matter of fact, I'm I gotta say, when I went, when I started to do the dating thing, maybe a year ago, I realized that, and I'm like, okay, while maybe I don't look my age, at the end, I'm still my age, and
Yeah.
I realized that I'm like, okay, this is tougher.
We
It's no
listen, we get
longer like
sick.
when I was,
We get sick as we get
yes,
older. Our immune system starts breaking down. As
yeah,
we get older,
for
we go to
sure.
the doctor smiling, thinking that we're going to walk right in there, walk right out, and go back to the
Mhm.
bar with Clarissa and drink a margarita. We never suspect that he's going to say
Yeah,
that he found a lump in your
yeah.
breast. We never expected we're going to get in a car accident and a whole foot has to get cut off. You're going to deal with all of this in the
Yeah.
later years of your life alone. We're supposed to be
Yes.
preparing for the later years of our life. So my point in bringing that up to you was
Mhm.
this. If you're serious about dating this man, what you need to do, now pay attention, we're going to go take this thing to a different place.
Yes.
Turbulence, people. You need to master the art of kissing a man's ass. And here's what I mean when I say that. I don't mean being walked over on. I don't mean being a doormat.
Huh?
There's a thing that keeps women from being as cooperative to men as they really can be, and it's the ego.
Mhm.
They have girlfriends saying stuff like, "Girl, you be kissing his ass." Well, in the other communities, they don't call it kissing his ass. They call it being a good woman to my man. That's all they call it,
Yes.
right? And so, what
Mhm.
I suggest that you do is you learn how to start thinking about the things. Listen, listen, listen. Start thinking about the things that if you did them every day in his life, when it came time for him to start thinking about cheating, the first thing that popped up in his mind is, yeah, shit, but boy, if I leave my girl, who the hell I'm gonna find that's gonna do all of the things that she be doing for me? That girl be sneaking up behind me out of nowhere, sticking her thumb and her index finger in between my collarbones and massaging it. She'll pop up out of nowhere with my favorite dessert. Listen, she just
You
walks
know,
up for no reason and she
mhm.
hugs me.
Yes. So, and I want to say whatever everything that you're just saying now is basically what I've been doing. And the reason why is because I've been educating myself on this.
Okay.
And I made a lot of mistakes in my past marriages. Obviously, is two in a relationship, right? So I'm definitely not gonna blame. First marriage was a different story, but the second marriage was very long, so about 18 years. But I learned a lot from that, and one of the things is to respect a man, and that's the first thing.
I
Is I
agree. That's
yeah,
big.
yeah. Unfortunately, I wasn't. Let's just say maybe I wasn't willing enough um to understand my man, my ex-husband. I wasn't there enough. I was in a state of survival. I kind of became the half female of the situation. I did
Oof.
not like the
Oof.
role. Yeah, yeah, I did
That's
not
the
like the role
quickest
at
way
all.
to end the
It was,
relationship right there.
yeah, it became very draining, and but I can't blame him all the way because again, I wasn't mature enough to be willing to understand him more,
Right.
and I lost respect for him, and
Right.
um and that's very bad when you lose. And so I learned that
Hold on,
in
hold
this
on, hold on, hold on,
relationship.
hold on, hold on. I
Oh
need you to
yes,
go
sir. I'm
into that.
sorry.
I
Yes,
want you to turn into
yes,
a teacher for a second. I want you to
sir.
explain to people how bad it is
Mhm.
and why it's so bad when a woman loses respect for a man.
Yes, it is extremely bad. It changes the whole dynamic of the relationship, and it causes a cycle. Basically, um, when this happen, there's no more willing to listen to the man, to learn the man, to understand the man. So once that's gone, the willingness to submit, and I do believe firmly submit to a man. I wish that I could have done that, but the dynamic was not allowing me to do that. But
Right.
I am doing it in this relationship. I firmly believe not because just for religious things and stuff, but because it's just the natural role of the woman,
It will
and it
get
should
you
be that
better
way. So
results.
absolutely, 100%. With this, with my man right now is like I like to call him man friend, not boyfriend, because boy is a it's a term that he's not a boy. So,
Right, right, right.
but it's yeah, no, I have the utmost respect, but and also is like the submitting, like you talking about the massages every time. Obviously, we live into different households right now, but it will change,
Yeah,
soon when
that
we
has to
both are
change
ready.
really soon so you can measure the
Yes,
progress of the relationship.
correct. Oh, absolutely. I agree. I agree. That will be the next step, and we've been talking about it. Um, so the massages, hey, um, okay, listen, I'm taking you out tonight. So I do
Right, right,
believe,
right,
of
right, right.
course, man is a provider. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that the woman cannot say, "Hey, baby, I got you. Hey, I'm taking
I
you. I
agree.
want to take you here. It's on me tonight." You know what I mean? It's not nothing bad about it. The listening to him and looking for his feedback. It's very important for a man to feel that is needed, that is the feels that is something about that,
Listen,
and I don't know,
give
correct
me a
me if I'm
second.
wrong, but
Give me a second. I don't want
sure.
to jump too far away from this teachable moment.
So
I
that
want you to give
mhm.
us some indications to look for of when a woman has lost respect for you. I want you to tell the men what signs they can look for that very well may be indicators that your woman has lost respect for you. I'm pretty sure not
Okay.
wanting to be touched. I'm pretty sure not wanting to be touched by you
Yes,
sexually.
absolutely. That's the first thing. Yes, definitely. When that starts to slow down and excuses after excuses, been there. So I did it. So and as the headache one time, is the I don't feel like it, is the yeah, there's something going on there.
Right,
So
right.
and not necessarily cheating at all. I didn't cheat,
Just
but
don't want touched by
it
him.
absolutely not. It feels almost like a being with a stranger. So, um, yeah, just not want to be touched. Not wanting to compromise on anything. Everything is it causes irritation.
Right.
If you feel like your woman is irritated or just want to avoid discussions or don't want to give you her time, yeah,
Yep.
that's I think that the respect is pretty much gone. And also the the willingness of submitting to you. If that one is gone, oh, that's a major sign.
Okay,
When
so
there's
let me
no
ask you this. And I'm asking you from a perspective. I want you to think like this. I want you to think, if you've been through that, I want you to tell us what he could have did to gain your respect back. What if this isn't gold digging. It's just that women
okay,
do. Men do too. We all admire someone who has leveled up financially, and because it takes something to
sure,
do that. So I want you to tell us what the
sure.
things are you think that a man can do to regain the respect of a woman
Mhm,
after she's lost respect for him. Let's say that it's finances, that she's been carrying everything and things like that.
mhm,
How can a man,
mhm.
if it's possible, how can a man regain the respect of that woman?
Okay, I think that in my situation, and maybe also could be other people's situation, is the fact that we little by little, okay, so we got married and then he sat down, like did not work, did not nurture the relationship at all. Please, man, all men, please, 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 just give you a word of advice.
Say, I'm
Keep
warning you.
dating your woman. Yeah, I'm like, no, it's like, to me, it's like keep dating your woman even when after you married. Surprises, it's not always about money. I'm not like that. So to me, quality time with my man could be a walk in the park. I don't need you to buy me things. I'm completely financially responsible for myself. I
Hey,
don't
listen,
It's not
TikTok.
about
I'm about to
money.
drop the TikTok because they hit us, but I'm bringing it right back up. So just come right back. I hear you. I hear you, Miss Monica.
Okay. Oh, you want me to keep talking, or I don't know
Yeah,
how it
yeah,
works
you can keep.
sometimes.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So the first thing is I will say for all men is obviously in a committed relationship, whether you're married or not. Some people believe in marriage, some don't. I do. Marriage is a step up. It's different. It's not a piece of paper. It's not just a piece of paper like some people think. But um, if you are a committed relationship, please keep dating your woman. It's not. Don't sit down and think that you have that woman and you take her for granted, because it's not going to go well.
She said it's not going to
Dating
go well.
doesn't mean it's not going to go well, because after a while, that's what happened to me is basically we became roommates. Literally, we became roommates. And so there was
If
no
he wanted to
romance.
get
There was no.
if he wanted to recharge that, and I'm not talking about preventing it from happening in the first place. If he
Right.
wanted to regain, he's still actually attracted to you, fired up, if he wanted to regain your respect enough to where it can possibly you can be actually attracted to him too, and start getting your respect back. What are the things he could have done?
Listening to me first. So, like, actually listening, not to fix things. Women go to men to talk about their things, not necessarily to fix things. Like I was talking to, my man right now, and I said, sometimes I just want you to listen to me. I don't need you to fix anything. I don't need you to resolve anything. Just listen to me. So that's the first thing. And then from there, I would have said that, in terms of, if I was in the situation again, I would say, listen, make me feel safe. That's a big one. I had never felt safe in my marriage before. Um, I was in professions that are considered manly professions. So it's like, I guess considered manly profession, yes. But it was always, I've always felt that I was the responsible one. I know when you mentioned before, when you get older, and you hear something in the house, a noise and stuff, I was the one getting up with my gun and go see what's happening. You know what I mean?
Hold on, you talking
So
about when you was married?
yes, I was a police officer. So
What was he doing
yes.
what was
So
he doing when you hear it? Just laying in the bed?
yeah, yes,
Oh my
basically.
God. Oh my God.
Yes. So it never felt safe. So, man, please, if you're listening, keep dating your woman. Make her feel safe, because when a woman is feel safe and reassured that you guys are there for her. And again, it doesn't mean making 6 digits. It doesn't mean take her on a date and spend a ton of money on her all the time. It does not. Now, I just want to say something. There are women that are very, very I guess money oriented. I don't know how to say it, but I want to say a gold digger, but money oriented, okay? But there are also women, like myself. I'm not like that. So it's like, it's,
I had a
I don't
question
know.
for you. I got a
It's to
question
me,
for you. I'm
yes.
utilizing you.
Mm-hmm.
You have the perfect circumstances. I often bring people up here who have certain experiences, and I speak through you to them, because there's a lot of people who they deal with things as well, just as human beings. So my question to you is, let's say that there's a guy, his woman typically carries the boatload. Uh, I don't know. He's starting. I don't know, something. He's building an app or something like that. Uh,
Hmm.
he's got ambitions, but he doesn't work,
Okay.
and the wife has been having to support him. Let's say whatever, a year to 3 years. Um, Tell
Okay.
me what dangers that man is in. Is he in dangers of losing the respect of that woman? If he's building things but nothing has happened yet, is he in that same danger of losing respect of that woman? Is he in that same danger of her eventually looking at him like you don't generate money and da 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 da?
Okay, no, I wouldn't say that. So it would depend on the situation, but so with my ex, we also did this in a way. So there were times where he was making very little money, I was making the most money. He was studying, then I was studying, that he was making, so kind of alternate, okay? So we were not always in the situation that we're now. So I would say in that particular situation that you mentioned is how much effort is the man showing, right?
Right, right,
So
right, right.
obviously, if you're home, right, if you're home doing nothing all day and I don't see you progressing
Right, right,
in the
right.
in your dream, in your thing, then that's different. I'll be like, okay, baby, maybe, yeah, let's pick a
You
job in the
say try
meantime, and
something
then
else.
you can still yeah, yeah, try something else, or maybe have like some kind of job in the meantime, and then you can do that as a hobby and see where it goes. But to me, for saying
I want you
to
fellas to
leave
listen to
them,
this. I know a lot of you, like this internet boom, it caused a lot of you to decide to be business owners and things like that. You guys got to listen to this, because you
yes,
could lose your woman. Your woman
right,
could secretly start despising you because you're not bringing any
right,
contribution and things like that. And you don't want her to start secretly
correct,
despising you, because she's not going to come say, "Hey
hmm
babe, I'm starting to secretly
yeah,
despise you." By the time you find out, it could possibly be
right,
too late.
no. Be late, correct. Yes. So I think that it goes back to what I was saying before, when a woman needs to feel safe, and feeling safe, it doesn't mean just like being physically protected, but it feels emotionally, mentally, yes, financially as well. All of these things. So when a woman feels this, then a woman will give you everything. I mean, that's the thing. It's really the
But listen,
secret,
let me say this.
and
Let me say this. I want you to listen to what all that you've said up here, and I'm not knocking you for it. Do you
oh, no, no,
do you
no worries.
guys know how needy you are to us?
Hmm.
Well, I
Yes.
need you to pay attention
Yes.
to me. I need you to listen to my problems. I need you to be my
Okay, no,
protector.
I
I
get it.
need you to be able to generate.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not just you. It's not just you. It's the nature of a woman. She
sure,
wants all of those things, right?
sure.
But if you think about it from the
Yes.
perspective of a man only being one person, it's like, I'm your therapist, I'm your
No, no, and
bodyguard. It's a lot of stuff. And listen, it's not just you.
no, no,
This
no,
show
no.
is 4 years old.
No, no, I
Women
get
have
it.
said what you say.
No, I get it. And I gotta tell you something. This is one of the things that I learned and that I have changed in this relationship. Um, I get it that I'm a very sensitive person, so I love the affection, because it's something that I really never had and I always craved, right? But at the same time, it has been again, it's been a little bit ups and downs here and stuff because of also that. But I learned that he made me understand that, listen, I'm not going anywhere. So my thing is, I'm an overthinker too. So that's
I think you might have hit your phone or something. We can't hear you.
saying, I'm not going anywhere. I
Hold,
want
hold
you
on.
to
Hold on. Hold on.
relax. I
Hold
want
on.
you to
You
calm
said
down. I want you
has he
to
reassured you?
think.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Has he reassured you yet that he's not going anywhere?
Yes.
Okay.
And many times actually. Yeah. And
So
it
listen.
hasn't. And it
he-
hasn't.
Here's what I want you to do. For no reason, sometimes when he comes over, for no reason, have that hair straightened out, have that cute dress on, have those heels on, whatever it is, however it is you do when you know that you're doing. And I'm talking about not even planning on going out. You don't have to be super dappered up, but we need to, just like what you said about keep dating. Well, we need to still see that spark too. We need to still, like, because you
Hmm.
guys will get comfortable and you'll start being very
Yes.
comfortable. Let us see you in work mode, work attire, the exhausted you, the shoes and pants and shirt that you wear when you go to work, things like that. No, you have to re-spark us
Hmm.
too. You think I don't like seeing you with your boobs poking out because you got my favorite shirt on? You think I don't like seeing, like, come on. You can't do that. You can't
Yeah,
do that.
I
'Cause
agree.
we will
I agree
forget.
100% of
We
this.
will forget what the woman we were attracted to when we first met you looks like. You got anything else for me before I
One
go?
moment. Okay, yes. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yes, no. So this is one of the another thing that I learned and stuff. My man never seen me in 12 months. He has never seen me in literally house clothes.
Okay.
Even when he
Good thing.
comes to visit me, I always I don't know if there are women listening to this, but please, women, you got to take care of yourself.
I promise.
I don't care if it's coming here just to visit at the house and stuff. Put your hair up, put a little bit of makeup on, put your little leggings that show and don't show. I don't know if you know what I mean. But yeah, he has never seen me in house clothes. And as a matter of fact, one of his things is like, gosh, we're just going to the grocery store and you look like
Right, right.
So I've learned that, and I used to not take care of myself anymore with my ex. Well, there are other reasons. It's because when I did, I wasn't getting compliments. I was getting compliments from other people other than him. So I stopped doing that. I stopped taking care of myself. But with him, it's being completely different.
Got you.
It is really, really important for women to keep up with ourselves because, again, when if I meet you and I look a certain way, there's no reason why I need to change or I need to look sloppy and stuff. Yes, of course, when we're home, I mean, we're talking about normal home day at home or whatever and stuff, but normally keep up with yourself because as we want our man to look good, we also have our responsibility to keep up with ourselves, with our health, with the way that we look. It's just like that. Yeah, again, he's never seen me in house clothes. He's
I
always,
agree.
you want to, you're dressing up more than me and stuff. Why? And it's like, yes, because I want to look good for you.
No
So
doubt about it.
it
I appreciate you coming up. I got to get ready to back to the
all
show. I
right.
appreciate
Well,
the
it was
information.
no worries. Well, it was really nice talking to you. I appreciate it, and I'll watch your lives again.
You already know. You take care.
All right, you too now. Bye-bye. Bye.
Shout out to Miss Brenda in this situation. All right, people, you already know what it is. We are at the 7-minute mark. We're going to go ahead and get up off of here at the 2-hour mark. Let me see if we met our $50 goal. Let me see. We're $25 short of our $50 a night goal. So I'm going to ride this thing on out for another 7 minutes. Other than that, we cap it at 2 hours. But I hope you guys really got some beneficial advice because it works on both sides, right? It works the same way on both sides. You both have to keep up the attraction. You both listen. Some of you men who really love your woman, you really care about your woman, you can't let her lose respect for you. If she loses respect for you, it'd be tough to get it back. It'd be tough because in order for her to lose respect for you, she's already had to have seen a side of you that she's not impressed with, a side of you that she doesn't have respect for, right? And once she sees that side, you laying around, feet stanking and, video games. This is enough to disgust a woman. Listen, agree to disagree up in this motherfucker. And the show must go on. Shout out to my guy. Okay, well, let's get to it. What I want to say to you guys is, how can it be so bad, the notion of going back to the man you let nut in you? Right? We hear some of you guys, we hear what some of you guys say when we mention the notion of you going back to your exes. Could never. But you swallowed his junk. You let him go raw. He's nutted inside of you. My question is this. If you felt the same way about him, or if you weren't impressed with him when you allowed him to shoot his wad off in you, why did you allow it? Just pretty much low value like that, just anything can smash, even something that you view as could never. Listen, give me a couple of ladies up here. I want to know, we need better clarity on why it's so bad to go back to the person, your ex or your baby daddy. We need to know why it's so bad. We want to know. Hey, people, you TikTok, we're going to go ahead and shut the TikTok down. We need 10,000 likes at least. We need at least 10,000 likes. Tap that screen and share the show. I need 10 people to share the show. We're going to have to shut it down. Like, this is bad participation over here. Tap that screen. I need 10 people to share the show. I don't care who you share it with. Agree to disagree in this mother. Women give the most to the least of the men and then expect Prince Charming to pick up the piece. And you guys, I don't think you guys will understand the degree at which we don't understand that. Me and him shouldn't be on the same level in your eyes. One of us has to be lesser than. But if I'm a neurosurgeon and he works at a convenience store, how the hell are we getting the same treatment? How the hell are we getting the same perks and privileges from you? Why don't I just go somewhere else where the bar is raised, where the perks get better? I get to get your wound. He got to get your wound. So are you basically saying like Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, people. Let's get those likes up, TikTok. Let's get those likes up. Yeah, I had to restart the show. They had hit us. They flagged us. You guys need to consider going back to your exes. You need to consider, if you really want to know how to be in a relationship really fast, start with your ex. The question becomes, why not? You guys had something. You should know by now the things that pees him off, the things about you that aren't pleasant to him. You should know these things by now. Which means if you know these things by now, if you got a second chance inside of that relationship, you should kind of have the answers to the test. Do the exact opposite of the things you did then. You could be right, Dr. K. That could be what happened. Miss Jessie Jess in the building. She said, never been here before, but that is the truth. That's why your body is your temple. You cannot be sharing your body with just anyone. Mental, spiritual, and emotional foundation is necessary. Otherwise, this is what happens with the physical. And see, you don't have to do it. You guys, we've heard some of you guys, your responses when we say go back to the last man you were dating. But here's the problem. A lot of you haven't been dating. A lot of you have just been out there getting bang, 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 daddy, bang, 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 daddy, bang. And listen, the longer you do that, the worse your dating value is going to get. The more time you guys let pass by, the more time you guys let pass by, the tougher it's going to be for you to get a decent man, the caliber of man that you want anyway. This is what we keep telling you guys. It doesn't get better for you the older you get. And then you guys are on social media acting pissed off, talking about where's the good men at. You have aged out. You don't qualify anymore. You don't qualify anymore. A woman who is in her 40s, do you know how beautiful she had to be in order to score in her 40s, and she probably has a couple of kids? So what we're telling you is you better stop playing. Those moments are going to creep up on you guys. A lot of you are going to get in. Some of you are going to get into a car accident, and it's going to be that moment where you never knew how beneficial it would be to be in a relationship where he gets up and goes get the water every time you need to take your medication. And what do you think is going to happen after your foot has to get cut off? You think the floodgates of bachelor and eligible men are going to open up to you right then after the foot's been cut off, after the boob has been removed? We don't know what you guys think. We can't fathom your thinking pattern. We can't fathom it. You guys set yourselves up to be defenseless and lonely in the later years of your life, in the most vulnerable years of your lives. Causes you to be bitter. Then you have the nerve enough to say men ain't shit. Wow. Men ain't shit. But the truth of the matter is, once you reach a certain age, you cannot get back in the dating room the same way you used to be able to get in. You've had children. Now you can't just walk through the door to get back to the dating highway. You have to switch up your style, switch up your tactics, because now the dating highway is biased against you because you've had those children. Now you have to find a way, a different style, a different tactic to get back on the dating highway, because the dating highway really doesn't even want you on it. So you have to sneak. You have to find new directions. You have to find a shortcut to getting back on the dating highway. And once you find a way, you cannot be playing. You have to be on the dating highway moving like you have sure enough intentions. You have to be willing to grab that man right there who he usually, I don't know, he has an ice cream truck around. You have to be willing to grab him, hurry up, jump right back off of the dating highway before any damage incurs. It's just amazing to us that you guys don't even know you don't even have any time left. Not that time is running out. You don't even have any time left. We are vehemently into beauty, and a lot of times we'll date down just to achieve it. You don't have that ability to date down. I mean, down in age. I'm sorry. A lot of times men will date down in age. We'll date 29-year-olds to achieve it, and we can do it. As long as we've put ourselves together well, as long as we're confident, well-dressed men who have our finances together, we could pull a 29-year-old at the age of 45 easily, especially if you're black. You can't do that. You can't be 45 and bag you a 29-year-old boy who's really into you, not for any money. Okay, so come up and prove it. Come up and prove it. She says, I love me, first of all. What the hell does that mean? What does that mean? And she'll tell you she's a Christian. Even though the scriptures say you were created for man, the Bible didn't say you were created to love yourself, first of all. You are not even about you. Your poontang was not even created for you. The pleasures that is derived from your actual parts was not even created for you. It was created for man. Man is your everything. That's why your guys' lives are so up and down and topsy-turvy, because you've gotten outside of your purpose. You started doing your own thing instead of God's thing. God told you what to do. God told you what the smoothest road is, but you guys got to hold to some rights given to you by the American government, and you use those newfound freedoms to tear the lining out of the ASS of your life. Miss Michelle.
Oh, hi, how you doing? I was just listening in. I just tuned in and
Tell me how your
was
night
just
is going.
commenting. Oh, it's going great. How's yours?
Listen, my life is amazing. No complaints at all. Really amazing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just think that you shouldn't put all women into those categories because I'm a firm believer of loving our black men because really y'all have had the worst part of life. So yeah, I give the ups to my black men.
Are you in a relationship right now?
Excuse me?
Are you in a relationship right now?
Yes, somewhat.
Oh, somewhat. Okay, so how long ago was it that you were in a relationship before this one?
This one's probably been about 10 years off and on. And before that, like a 20-year.
Okay. So my question is with you. You said this one right now has been like 10 years.
Yes.
What are you gonna do if it doesn't work out?
Oh, I'm gonna continue loving me. Yes.
You think that that's the way it's supposed to go? Woman just love herself?
I mean, you have to take things as they are. I mean, I'm gonna continue loving myself. I mean, that's only how a man can love me if I love myself.
Who told you that?
Well,
We want you to be
that's
less about yourselves. You guys are too full of yourselves. We like to
well,
see a version of you guys to where you weren't on social media, or like, to be honest, maybe not you though, maybe not you, but a lot of women are too much. We're actually getting tired of hearing about women. Like, there's no lives that you can go to where women are talking about, being selfless, talking about things other than the pictures that they post. But what I'm saying is this: would you ever consider going back to your ex if this relationship didn't work out?
no. I mean, I believe in having friends first in a relationship. So, I mean, you could possibly be a person I talk to, but I never sleep with you again. That's just how I feel.
So do you have any kids together?
No, not in a 10 year.
Okay. No, I'm talking about the one before that.
No, I didn't.
So before you live the life of being by yourself, would you go back to an ex?
When I was in a life by myself, would I go back to it? Before kids, that's what you're saying?
I don't care.
Um,
Somebody you've been in a long lasting relationship with before.
I mean, I probably, I mean, matter of fact, the 10 year, you can say, yeah, I went back.
Okay, my
Uh,
point in asking this is like we have a plethora, we have an excess, we have a surplus of single women running the streets and getting in trouble. Um, the answer is they need to be under the leadership of a good man. Like the things that are taking place out here in these dating streets, it's insane. It's insane. Like multiple children by multiple different men. It's like you're having sex with multiple different partners in 1 week. The stuff is insane that's taking place. And it creates problems for society as a whole because these children who are being created without fathers and things like that, well, as they get old enough, 14 and 16, they're old enough to mingle with us, and then the pain that they have of not having a father, the hurt that they have and things like that, the chaos that is in them, they unleash it on society.
and I totally agree with you on that one. I mean, it's you have to conduct yourself as a lady, and that's how I grew up. Always a lady.
I agree.
So you don't. I mean, it's by choice. Um, my kids are grown now, and it's by choice. If I say, okay, well, I want to date a couple of dudes, not sex a couple of dudes, but date a couple of dudes. If this 10 year relationship don't work out, it would totally be my choice to just say, let's try something new. Let's try dating. And and one thing about me, I've always been honest with anybody I deal with. I will let you know, and most men are not gonna probably go for that, so it probably gets like really stop really quick.
I respect it. I mean, hey, as long as you be honest. Listen, my question
Yeah,
to you is this. So you really don't believe that dating men more than one man at a time leads to sex with more than one man? You're telling me that you could be dating three guys, two of them be drop dead handsome. And I'm talking about the way they carry themselves, the debonair, the charisma. It's all there. You're telling me you wouldn't give both of them some?
exactly.
You would. You know you would. Stop it.
No, no,
Why would you
no,
withhold yourself from an amazing man?
no. I mean, because I feel like beauty is not really about. It's just the way a guy treats you. That's probably the
But I'm
reason why
saying
I'm
that's what I
not.
said. I said he checks all of the boxes. This man holds himself very well. You're impressed with him. And the other one too. You're not gonna withhold yourself from somebody you're impressed with and that you respect. What would be the purpose of withholding yourself from somebody who checks all of your boxes? He checks your box.
Right now, you got that. You got me on that one because if that is oh,
Ain't nobody
I just
turning
said,
down
Lord,
no
you just
amazing man.
Lord, you just. I am a Gemini,
She said, I ain't think
so
about it like that.
hey, that right there might be like really heaven.
that listen. I'm telling you that those things can happen. Because men are different. Once we have a woman's attention, we have it for different reasons than beauty. We have her attention based on how we move, based on how we smell, based on how we dress, based on the caliber of men we are in society. A woman can get hooked on that, right? To where she's really rocking with me. She loves being around me. She loves how she feels when she's around me. But then dude number three is kind of the same. You're not getting rid of one of those. You're going to utilize both of those, guaranteed.
No,
You don't think
no,
so?
because I'm totally. I mean, I couldn't. It would be hard, but no, I really would not say it's both. I would have to make a decision because I would not do that. I would not do that to myself because it's just too much out here nowadays.
So you're going to let an amazing man off the hook and
I
throw him
got
back in the
to.
water.
I got to. I would have to say I'm sorry, but I cannot do that because I mean, that's just not how I operate. It's a one man band.
All right, well, you got any questions? You got anything else for me?
Yeah, just don't be so hard on us women.
Gotta
Things
do better.
happen.
Gotta do better.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, even with I mean, I think the men choosing a woman and the woman have to do all this and do that and just for him to pick you. I mean, I think that's kind of like overrated because at the end of the day,
What's overrated? Men choosing the women?
yeah, yeah, it's kind of like overrated. I mean, we need to choose y'all too.
I agree with that. I actually agree.
Yeah.
I believe women should approach men, especially in today's modern society. It's gotten different. It's very different. So I think a woman who won't send the bartender over there, hey, see what he's drinking, and this one's on me. I think a woman who won't do that will be one of the women who don't get a man, because there's already 2.5 more million African American women in the black community than there are men. So there's already not enough men to go around. And if you won't shoot your shot at somebody you think is your type of person, then you're just a type who will probably get left behind as one of the leftover women.
So where do you get your stats from? Because I truly believe the right one is out here for everyone.
It can't
Because
be.
some
If there's not enough people, there can't be. There's 3 million more women in America than there is men. In the black community, there's 2.5 million. There's not somebody for everybody. People like to say that.
say what
Well,
you
it's
will,
somebody for
but
everybody. No, it ain't.
I know that some of us are publicly one way and in the
That-
closet another way.
Yeah, I mean,
So
there's a lot of factors. I think it's in the black community. It's more than 3 million. 2.5 million. Once you factor in everything, once you factor in downloads, once you factor in prison, which prison is like roughly around 700,000 men in there. But then once you factor in the men who are going across seas today, once you factor in the men who are SYSBM, simply not dating anymore, and then once you factor in the men who are married, that pool of men that you guys have will get significantly small. It'll be around 3 million more African American women than there are men. So every time you line up boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, by the time you run out of men, you'll still have 3 million women left. Which means it's
oh,
tough. It's tough out there dating. There's not enough men to go around. You guys, one thing that we know you won't have a problem with, because you've been doing it, you won't have a problem sharing. You've been doing that.
you are so wrong. You are so wrong.
Turbulence,
Try
people.
gaslighting.
Listen, that's where you think these multiple children by multiple men coming from? Celibacy or Bible studies?
And
No.
look, you couldn't even say that with a straight face.
Yeah, what I'm telling you, we know what's going down. It's going down in the
Oh no,
DMs.
I've been raised with mostly men in our family, and so I guess it was like they taught me early in life, like don't believe all that. Be yourself, enjoy your life. Even I have 6 kids, but the first 4 was one man, and it's like even when we were broke up, and I didn't do the traditional thing. Oh, we got to get married. No, we still need some. I mean, our child wasn't really playing, but I guess it was playing if we had sex. So it's the thing where he wasn't ready yet. I was ready, but he wasn't. When I say he was not ready, he needed some growing up to do, because anytime a man think that they can try to put their hands on you, that's a no.
Why? Hold
So
on. Why was he trying to put his hands on you? What were you doing? Tell me. Were you holding Bible studies for too long? Were you fixing too many amazing plates and bringing them to him? What were you
all
doing?
that, all of that,
Pissed that
all
man
of that,
off.
all of that. And back in them days, I was being chased. And I'm like, no. I need to get me more
Listen,
together.
what's up with you and that smoke detector? Don't you tell that man next time he come
Oh
over there.
yeah,
If you
yeah.
give him some, tell that nigga to change that smoke detector battery. Nigga, I done just gave you some too. Nigga, you better get that step ladder and get up here and change that. Listen, I appreciate you coming up rocking out with me.
All right, you take it easy.
You too.
All right, bye.
I told y'all women don't hate me. Girls, they love me. Cause he's the overweight lover. SB. SP. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, she had that bad boy popping off. Boop! Hold on, my brother Ether's account done got hacked or something? Okay. Girls, they love me. Cause he's the overweight lover. SP. Cause he's the overweight lover. SP. I don't even know if I rocked with this the last time I lit this. I don't think I rock with it. My people locked us up to our nightly goal. Yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering, is his the international quiet storm up in this situation? Day one for real. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking his account got hacked or something. I don't know. I know he lighting it up down there. Or else Ether done had a couple drinks or took one of them blunts up to the head, right? Oh. But listen, I'm telling you guys right now, those of you who have been chronically single for a degree of time, you need to go back to somebody you've been dealing with. You know at least 3 people who it wasn't horrible with that you dealt with, right? Go back to one of them, preferably your baby daddy, the person that you allowed to nut in. Well, that's pretty much all of them, but you know what I mean. Listen, I think a lot of you don't know that you bring your own dating value down. You'll let this guy nut in you, but then you'll have the highest of standards for the other person. That's crazy to us. And we look at you funny and funky when you do it. You let the lowest quality specimens of men, and for what you guys don't know, we don't mean, when we refer to certain men as lower quality, we don't mean that we're not talking about looks. We're not talking about any of that. What certain class of men view as you dealing with a lower quality of man, we're talking about someone who doesn't look like his future will be intact. We're talking about somebody who has nothing going on. We're talking about somebody who has nothing serious going on. You guys love these men, right? Love these men. And then when they pump you full of Kool-Aid juice, right? And you push out a little demonic bastard child 9 months later, now men ain't shit. Why didn't you? I just want to know so bad why you are letting men nut in you. How can that be so? How can that be so? How can you be having casual sex? I guess maybe I'll never get it. And he gets the nut in you. I don't know. Nobody got any questions? If you got any questions on TikTok, come on up. This is that time where we'll answer any questions that you might have or whatever. YouTube as well. Facebook as well. or you can let me know where I have it wrong at. If you disagree with my ideologies and my philosophies, or if you just have a question, step on up. Let's talk about it. Look, my girl, Dr. K, said, our problems are of our making. Women are a producer of confusion rather than harmony. If you look at the things that you guys do, they primarily affect you. Now, the societal view, yeah, you bring demonic children out into society to affect us, but like, look at your lives. Look at your lives. Look at your lives. You guys are having sex with random men raw. Not even getting any money out of it. All right, people, if there are no questions or no disagreements, we're going to hurry up and jump to, I got to get you guys some clips up here. Listen, I just want to say this, man. I appreciate all of my day ones and my stay ones rocking with me, because we have just crossed a significant hurdle. As of today, it's finished, and my people have been holding the show up financially, and it'd have been complicated to do it without you guys rocking with me, right? And we just crossed a significant hurdle today. You guys don't know about it, and there's work that I hadn't even been able to get sleep for. About the past 2 months, I've been getting no sleep because something got messed up. Something we had been working on associated with the show got messed up, and I had to unthread. It took me 2 months. Everything is finished now. And yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. Woo. Woo. Hey, listen, you guys don't know it. You guys don't know it, but this building that you guys see on the screen, that is a replica of a club I used to have. My grandfather gave me a club when I was young, and it was just like that. It was just like that. It was called The Place to Play, right? It was just like that. Listen, I just got to say this again because I counted a privilege. My people who support the show, you guys holding the show down like you've done, allowed me to be working on something else that's huge, right? So I gotta pay my respects. I gotta rock with my people who have been supporting the show. There's some of you have been here for the whole 4 years, right? The whole 4 years kicking in, right? Rocking with the show, even when we didn't have such good camera quality. when we did, hey, you already know. The beginning of it all, right? You know I rock with you. You know I rock with you. Ooh. Hold on. Turbulence, people. Boy, Dr. K over here acting a fool. Dr. K said women need to give up our mind, our will, and our emotions. I read that and I was just thinking about Dang. Think about how amazing it would be. Have your own life and your own thinking and things like that. But be able to be checked when it's time for a man to check you. Just like that man should be willing to listen to you when you have a more feasible idea. Imagine if our women were really moving like that. Crazy work. Hey, Lay. Hey. Yeah. How many pages do you have? The page that we usually use, the Real Stacey Prince #2, they shut us down for 7 days, so we're using this until. Hey, my guy. Listen. Hey, listen. You already know. My bro been rocking with us for 4 years. 4 years, for real. When you guys see what we're about to unleash, what I'm telling you, very proud, very proud. We're about to do big things. And we out of here.